Hey everyone, welcome to the Germany-Spain watch-along. I hope we're all okay. Sorry I'm late, and I'm sorry there's supposed to be graphics on the screen, but basically my editing system decided to completely muck up, hence why I've had to start as kickoff is happening. So apologies for that. Hope we're all okay. Hope we're all right. Obviously, big game for this one. I'm really looking forward to this. This for me should be a final. That's how good this game should be for me. You got the hosts against, well, probably the best team in the tournament so far in Spain. So I'm looking forward to this. This is gonna be cracking. Hey Andy, mate, how are you? 2-0 Spain. Dan, I don't think you're gonna get 2-0 Spain out of it. I really don't. I think you'll get. I think this. Oh, I've got a vibe that this could be 1-1. Yeah, 1-1 I'm probably going to go for. Really hope Spain wins this one. I back them. Well, they've started well. Oh, chance here. Ooh, first shot on target for Pedri. Germany 4-2. Oh, God, I tell you what, if it's 4-2, mate, I'm going to be buzzing, Dominic. I'm going to be absolutely buzzing if it's 4-2. Yeah. Oh, well, all right. 4-2. Geesh. I think if this is anything to go by so far, if I'm honest, I think, Cucurella's down. I completely missed why he's down, but I think 1-1, and I've got goal scorers. Who do I reckon for goal scorers? This is a key thing for goal scorers, isn't it? I'll go Morata. I feel like Morata's going to get one, like a clumsy one, something stupid, something that you shouldn't have really had. I'll go him, and I think for Germany, Musiala, Wirtz. It could be Wirtz. Maybe Musiala potentially. Now saying that, it'll be 0-0, and I'll look like an absolute fool. So there's also that. But yeah, good start for Spain so far. 2 minutes in, although doesn't mean anything, does it? You know, I'm looking forward. I've been looking forward to this all day. There's something about big games like this, and there's no dig at like other games that we've had at the Euros. Some of them, I'm not even going to say lesser nations, but maybe your less prominent nations. This is like two giants going at it, and the fact that it's in the quarter final as well, that is bonkers for me. Absolutely bonkers for me. So yeah, 0-0 start. There's some talent on this pitch. I mean, you're looking at the German team with like Tony Kroos, Joshua Kimmich, Wirtz, Gundo, Musiala. I mean, that's not even talking about Manuel Neuer. That's not even talking about Antonio Rudiger. I would say Kai Havertz, but let's be honest, it's not going to be Kai Havertz, is it? You're looking at the Spanish team, obviously, Lamine Yamal, Nico Williams, Rodri, Pedri, Fabio Ruiz, Lenormand's just obviously moved to Atletico. There's some players on this pitch, honestly. Oh, that looked tasty from Kroos. Is it Anthony Taylor, really? Is Anthony Taylor the best that UEFA could do for get a player, sorry, a ref in? He might have touched the ball, but that didn't look like it was in control. Oh, he did touch the ball. Definitely wasn't in control, though. Hey, Donna, mate, how are you? Cucurella already fouling. That looked soft, though, at the Emre Can one. That did look soft. Obviously, this potentially is Tony Kroos's last game, is it not? He's retired now from club football, which obviously you assume then it's international football as well. Technically, it's could be his last game if they lose tonight. Jesus, Donna. Rudiger gets yellow card, will ban for semi. Well, I mean, the semi-final, who they play afterwards is France-Portugal. I've got a feeling that France-Portugal is going to be one hell of a rubbish game. Just the quality and stylistically that those two teams play. No faith that will be a good game. No faith. Looks like Pedri will be all right here, though. I am on an iPad, so I'll be probably about 30 seconds behind, no doubt. Um, but yeah, definitely. I mean, frenetic. Two teams that like to press. This is for sure. David Raya and Kai Havertz stand out like sore thumbs in these two teams. I mean, Raya can't even kick a ball properly. Here we go. Nico Williams, nuts. Another nuts. That was Nico Williams started off with a couple of nutmegs. Fair play to the lad. Here's your Mal running at it's Mittelstadt, isn't it? The left back for Germany. Tell you what, Spain don't half hit the floor, don't they? Also, how Alex Grimaldo doesn't start ahead of Cucurella, I still don't get. I know he's had a good tournament, Cucurella, but Grimaldo was one of the best left backs in the world last season. Here we go. It's all kicking off. Is it Mittelstadt or is it David Ram? Or maybe Pedri's done. Ooh, Pedri could be done. Ball draw 90 minutes. Do you mean Tom? Do you mean for the France Portugal game? I need to bring up the teams to have to hand because I don't have them. Let's have a look. So Laporte's in there. Yeah. It's David Raum. It's not Mittelstadt. Mittelstadt must be oh no, he's on the bench, Mittelstadt. So it's David Raum and Emre Can's playing. I know I saw him earlier. It just still feels a bit weird. I guess Ondrish wasn't. Is Ondrish on the? Ondrish is not even on the bench. He must be suspended. Oh no, he's on the bench. Sorry, he is. He is. Maybe he wasn't doing well enough, and I guess they probably wanted more of an out and out CDM in there. Wirtz is on the bench. Well, that's bonkers. I mean, Sane is unbelievable to be fair, so I get it, but Florian Wirtz on the bench. I was going to have a conversation, between Musiala and Wirtz because I think they're both amazing, by the way, and I kind of yeah, I don't know. Pedri's done here. Who's coming off Pedri? Who do we reckon is coming off Pedri? He's certainly done. It looks like he's in a lot of pain. And that brother still needs that guy still needs weeks and weeks of just sleep alone after that brutal season he first had with Barca. Dani Olmo. That must be nice to bring Dani Olmo on. That wouldn't hurt, would it? Hopefully Pedri's all right. It probably just looks like a bit like a dead leg, to be honest, because clash of knees sort of thing. Just look, yeah. Hopefully it's not nothing too serious. Rodri must go from Edison to David Raya and be like, oh, jeez, this is mental. And Laporte definitely looks like the kind of guy that he shouldn't be in the Saudi league. He's still really good. Aymeric Laporte. Bring Spurs. Dani Olmo, I would love at Spurs. I would love Dani Olmo at Spurs, but that's not going to be happening. I think he winds up at City, to be honest. Did England play again yet? Not being cheeky, just curious. No, we play. We play this time tomorrow. So obviously, I know you're in the US, so wherever it equates to your time, Swaggy Boost, mate, that's when England will be playing. So we'd be 9 minutes into the England game tomorrow, which, looking forward to that. That'll be a good little game. Well, I say that it won't be. It'll be horrific, and I will not enjoy any minute, even if we win, because it's not like we're going to win 3 or 4-0, is it? So Germany trying to play out here, but definitely can't get out. Even Callum, mate, how are you? You all right? 10 minutes in here. I think Spain definitely have the upper hand so far. What's everyone doing for the England game tomorrow then? What's everyone doing? You going to the pub? You watching at home? What are you doing for the England game? I will be how many hours in? I'll be 4 hours into a birthday drinking, I guess, outing, starting at 1 p.m. That's we're starting. So I'll be 4 hours in before the England game kicks off. So I'll be able to drink my sorrows or drink with happiness. And I really don't know how that game's going to go tomorrow. Like, in theory, we should beat Switzerland. Like, that shouldn't be a concern. But the way we've been playing, you wouldn't fancy us, would you? Oh, get out of the way, Havertz. Leave it to Sane. Germany here with chance. Oh, rubbish cross. Rubbish. Oh, it's not even Davara. Sorry, it's Unai Simon. I've just realised. Germany getting in a little bit of a foothold in here. I think Germany that's poor. I think Germany have sort of realised that, hey, their wingers are great, but they don't want to track back too much. So make sure you attack down the wings. Hence why Sane's playing. Just see Fabrizio Romano saying "get well soon" to Pedri. The world, eh? It's rubbish from Ram. Rubbish. Yeah, what's everyone up to for the England game? You tell me. Oh, crikey. Take that one under control. When you change measuring your drinking from quantity to duration, that's a sesh. Yeah, exactly. The part Irish in my blood kicks in, Callum, and basically I go from, 8 to 10 to 12 pints, and then you go into something a little bit stronger. Normally, I haven't really got a bottle with me or anything like that. Normally, it'd be a rum and coke. And if things are going really badly in terms of, England, then it's tequila. Nico Williams, drags it wide. Normally that. I mean, look, if we're going to be 4 hours in, I'll probably still be on the beers. By the end of that game, I might be nipping on to the spirits. Well, Fabian's not well received at PSG. It's a weird one. They spent quite a bit of money on him. I'd probably say 60, 70, no doubt. Minimum, obviously. Obviously, Joshua Kimmich has had a fade today. You can tell. He's been to the barbers. Although he's Joshua Kimmich is linked to PSG, isn't it? Okay, I think it was today or yesterday. Linked to PSG, linked to City. Calafiori's agreed contract with Arsenal today. That one hurts. Oh, Spain on the break here. Oh, yeah, Rudiger. Rudiger booking. That's the Rudiger booking. He misses the semi-final, Tom. Tom was the man that brought it to my attention. He gets his booking. Really dangerous chance here for Spain. Feels like Germany are somewhat just a yard off the pace at the moment when it comes to getting involved in these tackles. Yeah, dangerous set piece here. Is it Yamal to take? Or are they going to give it to... Yeah, it looks like Yamal will take. 16 years old and taking the set pieces for your country. Good on you, lad. What's the secret for good biceps? Train them often. Ooh, just gone wide. Brighton will be interesting with their new manager. I saw a good video about his tactics. Got Mats Wiefer for a bargain. Well, Wiefer obviously, Callum, was linked with Spurs. So, I mean, it's big. I mean, for Brighton and that kind of money, 30 million is quite a bit of money. So, there's that. I mean, on the front of the other signings, obviously, they signed that Minka from Newcastle, the youngster. Oh, Gundo on the break here. Oh, that's a foul. No? Oh, that looked like a foul to me. Nico Williams on the break. End-to-end stuff here. Keep moving it. I would say Morata once, but it's Morata. Here we go. He scores here just to annoy me. No, he didn't. No, of course he didn't. It's Morata. Yeah, I think, well, I mean, Brighton have to spend. I mean, their big issue, I think, last year for me, people will say injuries. I think for me, it was depth. I think they went into, having to play the Prem, having to play the FA Cup, the EFL Cup, the Europa League. And I think some of their more key players are not young, but they're a little bit older. For example, Dunk and things like, obviously, I know Dunk's in the England squad, but also, Dunk didn't get, a game off here and there. So that's what they needed. So they needed to reinvest for that. Oh, David Raum. Yeah. So yeah, we're interested to see. The manager's younger than a few of the players, isn't he? That I don't know what his name is. Fabian. It begins with H. But yeah, I think that'll be interesting. Do you know who else is on yellows? And if you don't, I don't know, Tom, not off the top of my head, mate. Do you know? How often do you train? Well, you got to train at least once a week. Fabian. 3-4 exercise, something like that. Hey, guys, mate, you right? Big up, Andy. Finished work on my way home. How are you? I'm good, Joshua, mate. I'm good. You're on the way home. I hope you're not too far away from home. You'll obviously, the game's on, mate. You're 16 minutes in. Andries for Germany. Yeah, well, he's on the bench, isn't he, Tom, to be fair, at least. Glad to be a part of history of the channel. Yeah, first video on this channel. So please like and subscribe if you're new. Very much appreciate it. The quality will be better, is all I'm going to say, once my streaming services and editing stop mucking me around. Obviously, in the description, you'll see the main channels link. Subscribe to that if you haven't already. But yeah, 17 minutes in here, still 0-0. Germany I think Germany's starting to grow into the game. They started the game looking like they might be a yard off the pace, but they're starting to grow into it. The game's sort of starting to reach a good pace where it's not frenetic as it first started off. Rudiger's already been booked, missing the first game. Joshua Kimmich, a right back. What a luxury that is. Joshua Kimmich would probably be England's first or second best player. It must be nice. Tony Cruz has still got it. It's one of those that I know he's like, I'm retiring because I don't want to retire when I'm, sucking, basically. But he still is so good, Tony Cruz, though, isn't he? You'll make it the second half, Joshua. Well, at least that's something. You'll be able to listen to me for the meantime. It's you haven't missed too much so far. Although, if you didn't know, Florian Wirtz is on the bench. They brought in Leroy Sané. 2-1 Germany. Oh, I've gone 1-0. I don't know, but I think I've gone 1-0 personally. There's a few have gone 4-2 and sort of 2-0 and things like that. But I've gone 1-0. Oh, you cannot be offside looking up the line, Joshua Kimmich. Come on, mate. It's all right, Donny. I appreciate the offer, but you're okay. Hey, Sonia, how are you? You all right? Scottish and Irish, a bit like Andy, but with drinking on both sides. Callum and I are very, very alike then, aren't we? The ability to polish off a drink or two. But yes, I tell you what, I've had to going on holiday in a couple of months. I had to change the whole diet. I'm gonna have to lose even more weight. Brutal. I'll be living on summer fruit squash as a food supplement at the moment at some point soon. Unlucky. Germany versus England final. Crikey. All the way to pens. Who wins on pens, Tom? And what's the score on pens? This is when Tom tells me it was 17-16 to England or something stupid. I don't know if England will get to the final. I tell you what, there is space behind this Spanish defense if they can get to it. I mean, Germany are a good enough passing team. You know, they are press resistant. They can get to them. Need to get Musiala more on the ball so far. He's been very quiet. And Gundo. They need Gundo to be on the ball more. Here he is. Here's speaking of the devil. Kimmich is on it. A little bit out in front of him. Dinks it in. Havertz. Ooh, shot at target, Havertz. That's honestly, Donna, you're more than welcome. I appreciate the care and love. You're more than welcome, though. Honestly, it'll be fine. I didn't have enough time, and something went wrong, and I gave up. It'll be ready for another day. It'll be ready for another day, I promise. All right. But 21 minutes in here. It's been a good game so far. Germany on the upper hand here. Got the momentum. Yeah, David Rahm and Emre Can. David Rahm, Emre Can, and Leroy Sané. I just love saying Leroy Sané's name, but with a German twang. In for Mittelstadt, Robert Andrich, and Florian Wirtz, who looks good so far. Spain started really well. Had some good opportunities. Germany look like they're on the upper hand at the moment, but I couldn't sit here and tell you any team deserves to be winning so far, Joshua. Germany's certainly grown into the game. Havertz just had a headed shot at target, but plenty still to go in. Rudiger being booked, I think, makes that defense a little bit more precarious. It's still on. That's still on. Yeah. Give it to Tony Cruz. He knows what he's doing. As I say that, he gives the ball away. Typical. I'm just awful, aren't I? England win 4-3 on pens. I'll take it, Joshua. No, not Joshua. Sorry, I'll take it, Tom. I'll be riddled with anxiety the whole time, but I'll take a England win. However, I can get it. Laporte shot at goal. No, a slight spill, but takes it. It's come to it. It's fun. I was baffled about Chiesa being 25 million euros per He will love that. Well, he'll love that, but does it fit the data system that Lang is using? Does it fit what Ange wants at Spurs? You know, let's talk about. Let's talk. Well, I tell you what. Let's talk about where we might see Fede Chiesa going. So it doesn't have to be with a Tottenham hat on. Where could you see him going realistically, Chiesa? For me, it screams Liverpool, Man United. Now, Chelsea obviously might look at that because they'll go, it's cheap, he's really good. You know, it would upgrade our right wing position, but I think it screams Liverpool. But would they be able to get Salah to play more centrally? I don't know. For Man United, obviously, Man United, you've got Anthony, Naf. Garnacho's decent, but, you know, he's still young and, you know, they are playing in Europe next year. They're playing in the Europa League, obviously winning the FA Cup against Sete. So they're going to need bodies and quality bodies as well, not just any old bodies. You know, you got Rashford, underperformed last season. Have to see if there's someone on the German bench with pink purple hair. Don't know what that's all about. That's a brave haircut. Oh, I do love Leroy Sané. I think he's brilliant. Smart. Joshua Kimmich. Smart. Morata. Idiot. Yeah, I could see Man United being there. Obviously, Jadon Sancho. I mean, that's an interesting thing with Jadon Sancho. Obviously, he had a bit of a renaissance back at Dortmund, but I don't see Ten Hag wanting to bring him back in unless he gets that apology, and I don't think Sancho wants to give him any apology. So, would Juve want to sell Chiesa to raise funds? So they're not going to want to take on a Sancho. So you're not going to get a swap deal there. They were talking about, you know, there was other Man United fans talking about, obviously, the man that's been ushered out of the club but still a part of it. Don't see that either. Cruz with ball in. Ooh, keeper easily claims that. That's right, Don. Appreciate it though. Plus, he's injury prone, so it might be concerned. Chiesa goes Liverpool, in my opinion, or Barca because he's cheap. Well, Barca still don't have that money to even spend on that. You know, they want Nico Williams, the man on my screen, and they can't afford him. Wages probably wouldn't be an issue, but they can't afford him. That's Is that a foul, really? Thought David Raum just fell over. Chiesa can play on the left too. Conte might want to. I tell you what, yeah, and Napoli. That Callum is a shout and a half. You got Kvaradonna on the left. You got Chiesa on the right. You'll sell Osimhen and be able to replace him with another striker for. I mean, even with Joshua Zirkzee, could you somehow get him to Napoli? And then you got Kvaradonna, Zirkzee, and Chiesa as a front three. That's not bad. You send an Osimhen for 100 odd million, you know. That's a corner ball. Yeah. Well, I don't see him in Germany. I just think because he's on 150 grand a week. I don't see him in Germany. Would PSG go there? Maybe. I mean, they can afford it, but would they do it is another question. I don't think he's a Luis Enrique guy. I think I could see Napoli. Could I see him at another Italian team? I mean, do Inter have money at the moment or not? I said Atletico. I thought Atletico would be a great shout for Chiesa. Just that style of play. They kind of rely on brilliance. Ooh, good take, keeper. Oh, it's a bit of an absolute shambles in the box here. Yeah. Well, what do you guys think about Chiesa? Where do you think he goes? Having a stutter there. Did you see UEFA ban Jude and Demiral? Well, yeah. Well, Demiral. Oh, hang on a second here. Defended well by David Raum here. Defended very well. Did not clear that very well though. Oh, that's a foul. Surely, stupid giveaway there. Yeah, Jude's a one match ban, but it's over a course of a year, so it's suspended. So I'm assuming England can just pick and choose when they want that game to be, and they'll put it against a team that England don't need him for. You know, they'll get a San Marino in a qualifying game or something like that. You know, for Demiral is suspended now. So Demiral, I think, is suspended against Holland so he's suspended for 2 matches. So if you've got Holland in the quarters, if they go through, then he'll miss the game against either England or Switzerland, which that is a real loss for Turkey. Real loss, obviously, was the man that made him go through. So difficult. Hey, Andy, missed the last couple of tunes because of road chat. That's right, Shroomsy, mate. How are you? You right? Conte might go for Lukaku. Yeah, but I don't think. Oh, hang on, ball in here. Oh, still haven't cleared it. Morata heads it back in. No, it's been free kick. Would Napoli take on the cost of that deal? Because he's on quite good money at Chelsea. That's the crazy thing. He's still at Chelsea, by the way. He's on big money at Chelsea. They're paying what? They have to pay 30 odd 40 million for him. I don't see Napoli wanting to do that. And don't get me wrong, like, I don't think he is all that bad, but you know what I mean? It doesn't feel right. I thought he was going to Saudi. That's what I genuinely thought he was going. Yeah, play. Oh, that's a foul. No, that's a foul. That's a little naughty one there. Lenormand, Robin Lenormand. He's booked. He's been booked. What's the situation with Spain? What in terms of bookings? Who might miss the next game? Lenormand's just been booked. My skincare routine. I'm a normal guy. I have no skincare routine. It's a horrible thought, but the fifth one competition for Saka. Well, the filth. I thought you said fifth. The fifth. Well, could you imagine that? That would be awful. You got to think look. I know he's on 150 grand a week, but you got to think he's 26 for about 20 odd million. For a lot of teams, that's a no brainer. I mean, we talk about Nico Williams is on 250 odd grand a week, whatever. He's going to cost 43.5 million or up to 50 million or whatever it is. This guy's half the price, you know? Go on, oh, that's a bad touch. He's gotten away with it. Emre Can. Emre Can hits the floor too easily for me. Yeah, he needs to get Sane running at Cucurella. Needs to get Sane running at Cucurella. So Spurs or Bayern. Yeah, I don't see Chiesa at a Bayern personally. Not for me. I don't see how he would work in the system. And also because you've got Coman, Nabry, Sane, Musiala, Muller. Although I think they need to get. I mean, they got Matthias Tell. I forgot about him. Do they need another striker? Obviously, I think Choupo-Moting's leaving. That feels weird. A guy that flopped at Stoke went off to Bayern Munich and was actually usable. Musiala can't get into the game here. Cannot get into the game. Mal's on the break here. No, that's not a foul for me. That looked like he was acting for it. Don't know. That looks soft to me. Is this a foul? No, it's a foul. That is a foul. It's soft. I mean, it looks like he's been shot, but it is a foul. Bellingham got away with it. Yeah, you just want Bellingham banned for the next 2 games, dude. That's why. That's why, Rec. You Dutch fan. You want him banned for the next 2 games. Bellingham should have used the Derek Lewis's "My balls was hot." My balls was hot. Derek, why'd you take your pants off? My balls was hot. Yeah, no, that would have been great. A lot of people wouldn't have understood though, Callum. That unfortunately they're not UFC fans. They could have just stood there. He could have just shouted to the crowd, "Jammer," and just see a lot of Brazilians loving for it. Missing out, Andy. I've got a skiing routine. No chance. Got a skiing routine. I'm a former rugby player, former press here. Former powerlifter. That's not really my thing. Chalk. I guess chalk would be my thing, you know? I haven't got anything else gym-wise to help me here. I read that Bayern was interested before the do you mean in Chiesa? You're a Dutch-Turkish man, so it's a win-win. Well, it must be nice. You're literally guaranteed to go through. Isn't that a nice feeling? I can't say that I'm English and Swiss, though, so I can't say the same thing. Havertz really is. Oh, got away with that. Havertz is naff. Unless Callum, they could just go. He just goes. I apologise to absolutely nobody. The double champ does what the f he wants. He could have gone with that one. That's an iconic one. Kimmich here on the attack into Havertz. He's gotten away with that. Emre Can back into Havertz. He's offside. Kimmich, is he not? Keeper collects. Anyway, Chiesa for 25 million plus add-ons is like buying a bag of chips. Oh, don't say that to me, mate. I'm on a diet. I'd love a bag of. I guess a bag of chips is that like chips out of a packet, or is that chips in terms of like French fries? Obviously, it's different. I'm English, so chips for me are French fries. Crisps are the out of the packet. Have you got a XLRG AF squash? I'm already quite a bit through it already, Dean, mate. It's quite a bad thing. I've got my water though. I've got my water. It's got you know these bottles always got their times on them. All I'm gonna say is I'm there. So I'm already failing against 8 a.m. Don't worry, I've already drank about 3 liters of water today. 50 days until the season starts. I can't wait. Marfin, mate, you are speaking a language that I think all of us can agree on. Be it you're a Spurs fan, you're a Man United, Man City, Juventus. Well, maybe not Juventus. Arsenal. Premier League teams. We're all very much excited. You've got Ipswich Town, who are joint top of the Premier League. technically they're on course to win it already. So are Spurs. The banter is, are Ipswich more likely? You're a good attack here for Spain. Yamal's on the ball, cuts inside. Oh, trickery, mucks it up. David Ram had him. Oh, he's absolutely sent him to the floor as well. My friend, you may need to hit the gym. You need to come see me. Let's go hit the gym. We'll put some weight on your body, Yamal. We called chips fries. Yeah. Well, you're listening to an English streamer, so chips are just chips, and crisps are what you probably call chips. Havertz putting up a masterclass of a stink. Oh, hang on. Good save, Neuer. Williams in through the back, hits it near post. Keeper always should save against his near post, and Neuer does. Here we go. So Olmo's on the ball, makes the run. Oh, I think he's probably offside there, but yeah. Yeah, good save regardless. Neuer didn't need to know that. Rudiger, poor defending there. Yeah, good save by Neuer. Nico. Ipswich winning the league. Technically, they are joint top, but they're also joint bottom. So there is that issue. They're joint top and bottom. I'll support England when Southgate is gone. Who do we reckon the next English manager is going to be then? Because obviously, Southgate's not going to be England manager forever. So who do we, if he was to be gone after this tournament, who do we reckon is going to be? I mean, the obvious shout is probably Graham Potter, because that guy is twerking for the job at the moment. He keeps rejecting every job possible to get it. Obviously you've got Poch and Klopp who are free men, but I reckon Klopp wants to just take a year out of football. Poch might take it. Who else could it be? Is there a possibility that another international manager... That's a foul. That is a foul, Chan, yeah. Is there a possibility that another international manager loses his job and maybe becomes an England manager? Maybe that's the way they go. I'm not too sure. It looks like a stay for an extra 2 years. Well, I don't think the country would be very behind that. Poch. Well, yeah. I wouldn't mind Poch. I can give it to me. Give it to me. I'll take over. Imagine Tottenham getting the relegation zone in the first match day. The banter against us will be wild. I'm not having it, Martin. We're going to win 8-0 and we'll be top of the league at the end of it. Can't wait for that to be clipped and someone take that seriously. So Spain are growing into this here. Nico Williams. And still on the ball. He hasn't passed it, nor has he done much with it yet. He just keeps cutting backwards and forwards. There we go. Annie, who do you prefer, Nico or Chiesa? Well, look, I'd probably say I'd prefer... I think, do you know what? On their day, if they're both playing 10 out of 10, Chiesa's better than Nico still. Chiesa has the ability to win a game on his own, whereas I don't think Nico has that just yet. I mean, Chiesa, every team defends Juventus and Italy by looking at Chiesa and then looking at who else comes with that. With Spain, you're looking at Yamal, you're looking at Nico Williams. You're probably even looking at Rodri and going, if we stop Rodri, we could probably stop half their attacks. Kimmich, great defending on Nico Williams there. That is awful from Havertz. That is awful. Is he going to hit this? He is. Oh, spilled it. Morata wins it. There we go. Great there. Yeah, Havertz giving the ball away, letting Dani Olmo have a shot from 25 yards. He's having a stinker. He's Gary O'Neill will be fun. Yeah, but he's not leaving Wolves. Wolves quite like him. He's done well at Wolves so far, so I can't see it. Annie, what source do you think is valid to check player ratings? I normally use OneFootball. I don't actually often use them all that much. But OneFootball, I think OneFootball okay. But I don't normally use player ratings. I use the eye test, all this stuff up here. Use that. I use me for my skincare routine as well, Imagine Spurs win the Premier League title. Would be a nice little vibe. Must be a nice little thought as well. So they're getting a lot of success down the right because Yamal does not like tracking back, does he? That's an outrageous touch. That's a ooh. Yeah, Yamal does not like to track backs very much. I think that's how Ram's getting a lot of space down the outside there. Actually, I just think maybe it's their setup that De La Fuente has that Yamal and Williams are playing very high with obviously Fabian and then Rodri not moving forward all that much. So it allows them to deal with counter attacks. But there's a lot of ability to get down the wings against Spain. You'll think we'll win against Chelsea finally. A whole season of Chelsea beating us is horrendous. Yes, why not? I haven't really thought about any teams that I think we might beat or lose to us next season, but why not? We'll beat them all. We'll beat them all. We'll do 38 wins in a season. I absolutely love watching Rodri play, by the way. I'm not a Man City fan, but I just love watching Rodri. Rodri. Anthony Taylor's refereeing this. What an absolute disgrace. FB ref is a good for a player stats. I bet it is, Callum. I bet you're sitting there at the end of the game going, I told you. I told Andy that Pedro Porro was no good. I told you. So Juventus signed that Michele Di Gregorio. Chesney. I think, is Chesney off to Saudi Arabia or did I misread that? I thought he was going to go to Saudi. Oh, it's rubbish. Germany not getting anything going at the moment. They can't get Sane into the game. I don't get why. Yeah, Rek, I don't think we did win last season against them. I think we're pulling a Leverkusen this season. Shroomsy, you're threatening us all with a good time there, mate. Did you know what? They have not got Sane and Musiala into this game at all, Germany, so far. Kimmich is a Rolls Royce, isn't he? He just really is. Kimmich is a Rolls Royce. Obviously, got Tony Cruz. I mean, Tony Cruz just told Emre Can to leave him alone in the midfield with four Spanishmen around him. Ah, that's all right. I got this one. Keepers playing out from the back on their weak foot. Neuer is just built different. Oh, Emre Can, you don't mess around with Rodri like that, mate. Plays in Nico Williams here down the wing. Stands up Rudiger. Terrible ball in. Absolutely awful. Does Yamal keep it in? No. It's been a bit wasteful so far, Nico Williams. Been a bit wasteful. Physical play, yeah. Very physical play, yeah. The Rodri had Emre Can's pants down there. This season before that, we won to... Yeah, no, but he was talking about last season. You were talking about last season, Rec, mate. That's what he was talking about. Ange Ball going to cook next season. Well, where do you think Spurs are finishing next season then? You thinking they're finishing fifth again? Are they finishing lower? Fourth, third, 17th? Where do you think they're finishing? Ooh, Emre Can's having a bit of a rotten game. He can't. I think Emre Can looks a little bit off the pace. I still remember Aymeric Laporte being linked to Spurs. I still remember that. I don't think he'd have done as well in Ange Ball. That's the only thing. But he is damn good. And I've got Mickey van der Ven now, so I don't mind. Oh, Germany's passing has not been good today. Chance here. He's done well there. Musiala's done well there. Can't get out. Germany cannot get out. Third, fourth this year. Well, look, you got City, Arsenal, Liverpool. That was the top three last year. Villa and us went down to obviously like the last game. Obviously, you had then Chelsea, Newcastle, and Man United. But Man United winning the FA Cup means they get Europa. Yamal, rubbish. Um, I think the top two are the top two again this year. Um, the question is Liverpool and Arne Slot. That's the real question. What are Liverpool going to look like under a new manager? So first time in 9 years or whatever they've had a new manager. What will they look like? Uh, Spain on attack here. Um, you got your Mo and Williams playing on the same wing here. Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen with Liverpool next season. I like Arne Slot. I think he's going to be good, but he is no Jurgen Klopp. Obviously, this is a Jurgen Klopp side. They've not really signed. They've not signed anyone so far. Obviously, keen to see who they will sign though, because I think Liverpool do need some reinforcements. I think they could do with some defenders. They could do with a midfielder or two. I think Soboslai and players like that will be better next year. He's done. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Good advantage given. I'd like fourth to sixth again. I'd like qualification for the Champions League by winning the Europa, domestic cup run, and just finish where we finished in the league. Yeah, but Callum, if Ange was to finish like 10th, people would be calling for his head. Germany needs Wirtz. Yeah, they do. They've Sane and Musiala have not been in the game so far. Well, in my opinion, if we didn't have all the injuries at once, we'd be fourth. Yeah, that's fair enough to say. Top four, Arne is good. I think we could do it. At times, Spurs will be at the top of the league, but we'll finish second or third. I think Spurs fans will take a second or third, mate. Do I want to learn more about Arne Slot? Well, Spurs were obviously linked to having Arne Slot as a manager. That's half time, by the way. Half time. We were linked with Arne Slot as manager, and I sort of did a bit of a piece on him when we were linked to him. I like Arne Slot. What I'm saying is you're following one of Liverpool's best ever managers and a guy who he got Liverpool, if you know what I mean. Klopp got Liverpool. Where will that lead next season? It's a difficult one. But 0-0 at half time anyway in this game. It's been a bit of a cagey one. It's been a bit of a weird one. Spain had some opportunities. That Nico Williams one was probably the main of them all. But a lot of their shots have come from distance. Germany look like they can't string enough passes together. When they do, I think they look like they can hurt Spain, but they have not got going yet, Germany. They really need to get going. I mean, Tony Cruz is trying his best to get passes going, but Musiala can't get in the game. Sane can't get in the game. Havertz has looked like a passenger at times, sloppy, giving the ball away. Emre Can looks like he looks like he's about 3-4 yards off the pace. So they may need to change something at half time, to be honest. Germany, I don't know. What do you think Man United will finish next season, 6th, 7th, or 6th? Well, I mean, look, if we looked at the league table, we said it Villa that finished 4th. They've obviously, yes, they've lost Douglas Luiz, but they've also then improved their left back situation with Ian Matson, who's an upgrade. Ross Barkley is a solid rotational piece to have. Although Villa fans weren't very keen on him the first time around, so maybe it's different now. I don't know. You've got Spurs, who Archie Gray, obviously they've signed so far, but they will upgrade Spurs this season as well. They'll be better. You've got Chelsea. I think Chelsea will see under Maresca. I'm not sure, but I think Chelsea will finally buy a striker that can actually score, and I think they'll be better for it. United have too many issues still. They're talk. United's. Yes, they may get De Ligt, but De Ligt isn't exactly Iron Man. They're talking about Joshua Zirkzee, but is Zirkzee going to end up at AC Milan? You know what I mean? There's a lot of issues in that United. So I think Spurs, you could sit there and say, yeah, top four is a good shout. But I guess I will probably reserve where I think Man United. Man United, I think for somewhere between 5th and 7th next season. I do. I think we'll sign some good players, but think we won't sign the quality pushed into the top 3 spots. Well, Spurs are still a long way off. They've had 2 transfer windows with Ange so far. This is his 3rd. There's a lot that needs to do to obviously get rid of players. There's a lot it needs to do to bring players in that are going to actually develop and give him what he needs for the future. You think Angel can take us far? I'd be here for it, Martin. Arne already spoke with Gakpo, VDV, and Gravenberg. Yeah, I'm not denying that he hasn't. And, they're linked with Geertruida. What I'm saying is, speaking with those 3 is great, but you still have a squad of 20-odd other players, Those first 10 games are insane. Oh, Cook. It looks like he is creating a group of players that will fight for him. Well, those players fought for Klopp, and they will give Slot the opportunity to show what he can do, but they'll also hold reserve judgment on him, because that's what you do with a new manager. You go, well, look, I want to trust you, but, I need to see that you know what you're doing, that I will then run through that brick wall, Hey, Kamagoo, mate, you're right. Yeah, the game 0-0 at half time. It's been a bit of a cagey one. I think Germany need to wake up a little bit here. Spain have been the better team, but I don't think Spain have been all crazy good. They, other than one chance, I think, a lot of shots from distance. But Rudiger misses the next game, regardless if they go through or not. They miss the next game after getting that booking. So also in our position will be determined by playing in the Europa League, because I think we're playing a lot more games, and if we have the same amount of injuries to key players, we'll struggle. Well, that's the thing with Dean. When you're playing Europe, you build out the squad. As Ange says, you bulk out the squad, and I think they will bulk out the squads, and I think they'll be better for it. I do. Do you think if City could be relegated, we could push for the league? No, I don't. Arne plays a familiar style as Pep, well, so does Ange. And he actually, even sometimes then, Pep sometimes think Ange does crazy things. Yeah, Brighton and Newcastle were disasters. Hopefully, we won't end up like them, but we have European experience, so I think we'll handle it. Yeah, well, Brighton, that was their first ever season. Newcastle, that was they're not regulars in Europe. At least Spurs were in Europe for a good decade plus. So I think we'll be fine. I think we'll be fine. Buy some quality that allows us to be fine, though, if you know what I mean. Keno's in the studio. I bloody love Roy Keane. I love Roy Keane. Germany versus Spain is even. Nothing special happened. I think if I've had to pick a team that's been on the upper hand, I'd have to say it's Spain, but I don't think either team have been amazing. They kind of look a little bit cagey, look like trying to feel each other out. They're trying to look like they're wary of one another and their quality, It might be a situation. Do they change Havertz for Füllkrug at the half, potentially Germany, What team will be surprise contenders for top 4 in the Premier League this season? Could Palace be? Maybe not top 4, but could Palace be in with a shout for Europe? For that Conference League spot? They were doing well under Glasner. I don't think there'll be anyone shocking for top 4. I don't think Villa last season were shocking for top 4. I think you the top 4. I think you'll find Arsenal and City are definitely in there. Liverpool, you'd have to say, are probably going to be in there, and then it's between Chelsea, Spurs, Villa, City, not City, United, maybe Newcastle, depending on what happens with them. Obviously, do they need to sell? Do they keep hold of their best players? We'll see. But yeah, we have a squad that will be enough for Europe and the Premier League. Well, they still need to add to it before I can agree to that. They still need to add to it. And I'm always optimistic and sometimes at least delusional, but I think we'll go all the way. Well, there's nothing wrong with thinking that. Can we go keep that positivity in your life? Glasner was cooking. Yeah, tell you what, Glasner was. I actually really enjoyed watching Palace, with Mateta, Elise, Eze, Adam Wharton. I've always been saying, why hasn't Wharton had minutes for England? I don't know. But And I don't want to hear that he's too young because I'm watching a 16-year-old play right wing for Spain. And he's taking their direct free kicks and things like that. So I don't want to hear that, he's too young. He's good enough. He's good enough. He's in the squad for a reason, If they keep Eze and Gueye, they'll be really good. Mateta was scoring those goals. Yeah, well, I mean, look, they signed Kamada. They'll replace Elise with a couple of players, 2 or 3 players as well. Bulk out the squads. I think they'll be good next year. Palace have always had good wingers as well. That's never been an issue. You think of Zaha, Balassi, Eze, Elise. When was the last time Spurs got 80 plus points and should aim for it? Well, Ange will tell you he's aiming for the title. He aims to win every game, that kind of vibe. So that'll be it. You love Ange. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. Well, Ange said himself he's always aiming first. Exactly. I think Palace might get that whole winger to replace Elise. What? Jacob? Yeah, potentially. It's not a bad shout. I mean, he rejected Barcelona for Ipswich or those teams. I can't remember the other teams on the list. We can get far, but I don't think it's this season. Nah, not this season. But Ange does have a great mentality for it. So I think we're probably kicking off the second half in about 5 minutes' time. Ange has the right mentality. Yeah, he does. Yeah. As I am firmly believing it's not happening. I could say it's potentially unlikely. It's potentially unlikely. Let's have a look at the old Twitter, actually. That's a point. I'll get off WhatsApp. I'll have a look at Twitter. What's going on in the world of Twitter? Who's having a meltdown? I do enjoy a Twitter meltdown every now and then. Chelsea signing someone. Well, there's a couple of little bits of information. There's a couple of little bits of information on Spurs. So there is that at least. So yeah, we may end up having to do well, depending on where this game goes. Yeah, we should hopefully get a little cheeky live stream for Spurs, for Inside Spurs channel. I mean, sorry. We should do at least. I will prep it. Well, I will prep it. I tell you what, Madders is on holiday and he's put up a picture of him in a retro Holston shirt with Gascoigne on the back. It is a beautiful shirt, lads. Absolutely beautiful. So Romero's half decent, isn't he? Romero's half decent. So apparently we're still interested in Patrick Dorgu. Interesting. I talked about him a while ago, the Lecce fullback. Fair play. I didn't think we were still there, but all right. Anyway. Palace and Everton, Andy. We need to see what Everton are going to do. Because obviously, will they be selling Anana? Will they be selling a Branthwaite? I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know what they're going to do. In Ange we trust. Always. Calafrio to Arsenal, it hurts. It does, but you know what I mean? It's one of those that it happens in football. And I've always said Calafrio is a really good defender, but it was always a summer too soon. If it was the summer following the summer in 2025, then I think Spurs would have had him. But we have so many other pressing needs at the moment, Arsenal have a great defence. Yeah, they've got some good defenders. I wonder if we don't get a striker and get Doué, would be put Son up top again? Well, there's always I mean, Ange has no issues with Sonny playing as a striker. He said he wants to put him as a left winger. He has no issues being a striker. I think they would much rather have him as a winger, but I've just seen an advert for alcohol-free rum and coke, and someone dipped a chicken wing in it. I just want to throw up. Yeah, they may go up striker, but I think out on the left, I think they want to get a striker, but again, they're not going to be held ransom to the market just because they feel like they need to get one. You know, you want to see one of those curlers again. Those curlers do hit like crack, don't they? Doué can also play a striker, yeah, but I don't think they're going to want another young striker option. I think they'd want Doué out on the wing. To be honest, I think they want a striker who can rival Richarlison straight off the bat. And it's not to say that Doué can't before anyone cries about it. I just don't think it's the right time. I think they want to get a more seasoned striker, if you know what I mean. Yeah, waiting for this game to kick back off. Should be another minute or two, and then the game's back on. This game does need to have a bit of a wake up because I was expecting greatness in this game and crap in the next, and it could be the other way around. Players coming out. Florian Wirtz is coming on. Come on, then. And Andrish was the guy with the pink hair, the purpley pink hair. That is a wild Barnet. So I assume Emre Can's coming off. Havertz is still on. Cruz is on. Rudiger, Neuer. Oh, I don't know who's coming on yet. Looks like Nacho Fernandez may be coming on as well. He's off to Saudi, isn't he? Nacho. Is it Saudi? Plenty of Real Madrid players still on this pitch, that's for sure. I wonder what we're going to do with Leeds in a few years. I feel like we signed him out of nowhere because we're a striker. Still needs time to develop and get used to the English game. So Lenormand's come off for Nacho at half-time. So Laporte and Nacho at centre-half. He's had his beard trimmed today, you can tell. On Florian Wirtz and Ondrej are coming on. They haven't said who for yet. Is it Sane, do you reckon? Or, yeah, it wouldn't be Musiala. Not taking him off, so it must be Sane. They'll keep Gundo on. They'll take Chan off. Here we go. Who's coming on? 19, that's Sane. And Ondrej, they haven't said who's coming on for Ondrej. Coming off for Ondrej. I assume it's Emre Can. That is a wild Barnet. That is crazy. Yeah, Emre Can and Leroy Sané off. Waste of money, we should use him, but it feels like a Hill transfer. No, it's not like that. We've seen flashes of what he can do. It's just he is still very young and he's still adapting to English footy, you know? So we're kicked off here. Second half is on. Sevilla manager did him dirty. Well, it was politics, wasn't it? Because Kike Sanchez Flores, Florian Wirtz already in making fouls. Love it. He's been on 30 seconds. Florian Wirtz, not Florian Wirtz, Sevilla manager did it. The issue was they brought him in with him and I can't remember the Manchester United youngster. It was Hannibal Mabry, I think it was. Brought him in, promising all this game time, didn't give the game time as a sort of middle finger towards the higher ups, and from there, absolute farce. You know, Mabry and Feliz are the two that suffered because of that, and it was all because the guy didn't like his bosses. Basically, it was an absolute farce, mate. Where do you think will fit Bergvall and Gray in this season? Well, they supposedly said Gray will be used somewhat in the midfield. I think he'll have some time in the midfield. He'll have some time in defence as well. Bergvall, I would say, as an 8/10 from time to time. That's where I think. But 8 to start off with, and then build him into a 10. But Bergvall is a guy that plays a little bit all over the place, if you know what I mean. Spain on the break here. Olmo into Williams. Dinks it towards the back post to Yamal. Yamal lays it into Morata. Hits it over. Terrible. Hits it straight over. That goal against Brighton. Yeah, well, that was an awful game. 4 fullbacks at the back. Couldn't defend a high ball even if we could use our hands. Terrible defending by Jonathan Tah. Awful from Morata. Awful. Will Madders cook? Yeah, of course. I think Madders will. Absolutely. Just needs to stay fit. And then let's not rush him back from his injury as well. But Vlies should get a loan move to a London club or close to. I don't have any issues with it being like a championship side. No issues with that personally. Germany on the attack here. Good flick. One more to Joshua Kimmich. That's terrible. Havertz has been rubbish, hasn't he? Ondrish. Nah. Naff. Absolutely naff. I think he'll go on loan this season to the championship, to be honest. And as long as we can get him good games, I'm obviously Luton and linked with Jamie Donnelly, so there's that as well. So excited to watch young players. I got Spurs play for pre-season matches. Well, Fish and Plants, mate. We're going to be doing live watch-alongs over on the main channel, the Inside Spurs channel. So, when they're on, mate, stick me on, and you can listen to me chat about the game. You can tell me I'm wrong because I've said that someone's not very good when they are good. You know, maybe a Brentford. Nah, I think the Prem is maybe a step too soon potentially, unless it's a team coming up, but. Then I said that Dane Scarlett was at Ipswich last season. He played less than 200 minutes in half a season. So I'm not as interested in that. I'd rather him go to the Championship personally. Go to the Championship. There's 46 games a season in there. It's a physical league. The quality of football's half decent. And yeah, for me, I wouldn't mind that. Slanky played in the Championship. Look what happened. Yeah, Slanky. Yeah, exactly. And he's turned out to be half decent. Apparently, Pedri has suffered an internal lateral sprain to his left knee. Apparently, his Euros are over. That's a shame. I mean, Spain might be out today, so it makes no difference. But that is a shame for him that his tournament's over because of that injury. You know. Oh, that's a foul on Musiala. Yeah, on Carvajal. Sorry, on Musiala. Sorry. Havertz has only been called up because he's scoring pens. Well, you could have Florian Wirtz in there. Not Florian Wirtz. You could have Fulkrug. Fulkrug could do it. Hell, you could have even had Sane up front, you know? Tell you what, they just can't get the ball into Musiala or, was Sane in the first half. They just can't get the ball into him. They're really struggling so far. Germany pressing here. Morata's gone down like he's been sniped. Havertz does the job, yeah. Maybe we give the leads to maybe we give the leads to Plymouth. We've already loaned players to Plymouth, but my only concern is Rooney's the manager. Well, that's the thing. I want, Divine, Phillips. I want, the leads. All these people, if they're going on loan, they're going to a club that actually plays football. Because Plymouth, unfortunately, the situation was they moved, their manager left. They then sacked their manager, brought in the director of football, and neither of those players were good enough. Not Manic players. Goal, 1-0. Danny Olmo. Lovely finish from Danny Olmo. Ball goes out to Yamal. He cuts inside. He just lays it across the 18-yard box. Olmo runs on, unimpeded. Swipes it into the bottom corner. 1-0 Spain, 52nd minute. Maybe the game opens up. I mean, I don't think Spain have been amazing, but they've got the opening goal, and maybe that's all they need now. I mean, Morata can't play a pass in someone's feet, though. He's lucky that Yamal can get back into gear so quick. Yeah, that's awful defending from Germany. This Olmo is running in unimpeded, no one near him, just about 15 yards away, just swipes it into the bottom corner. Awful defending. Ondrish is too deep. Awful. Yeah, we're not getting Olmo. Olmo over Eze. Not happening. I think he goes off to Manchester City. Would Luton be an option for Leeds? Well, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know who would be an option for Leeds in the Championship. I just think someone should be. I think someone should be. Oh, of course, Fabrizio Romano's straight on their Twitter going, "Oh, he's so good." Chelsea. Oh, Germany on the attack here. Oh, ooh. I don't think Spain are finishing this. I don't think this is going to be finishing 1-0. There's more in this game. Germany do look like they need to wake up, and you know what? Could probably do with getting a bit more physical and just trying to dominate the game that way. You know what I mean? Wirtz is not going to City. He's not leaving Leverkusen. They want 150 million. There's no chance that's happening. You go Musiala down the left. Had to use Dennis Raum there. That's poor from Ondrish. From the central midfield, Ondrish and Emre Can have been awful together. Jonathan Tah bringing it out. There we go. Don't banish my boy to Plymouth. Nah. I don't know what they're going to do. Don't know what they're going to do. Germany seem to be woken up here a little bit at least. Wirtz is on. Ooh, that just wouldn't come down for Gundo. Spain clear. Morata's first touch. Honestly, awful. Morata just really is. I just don't rate Morata at all. I really don't. Germany still on the break here. Musiala. Oh. You can tell Spain's tactic is fine. Let Ondrish have it. Let Cruz have it. As soon as that ball goes into Wirtz, or it was going to go into Sane in the first half, or it goes into Musiala, everyone flies at the ball. Spain on the break here. Yamal's running at Dennis Raum. Just done enough there, Jonathan Tah. Just done enough. Go Spain, ole. Hey, Polo, how are you? I think Turkey Spain was a good game. I don't foresee either of them doing anything too wild in this tournament. You know, I mean, will Turkey beat Holland? There's a question. Will Turkey beat Holland? We've talked about England, Switzerland. Will Turkey beat Holland? And I want fair shouts on that. Do we see it? I personally don't. Obviously, now losing Demiral, I don't see it personally. Oh, Nico Williams has gone down here. He's been shot. Is he okay? Andres, I think he kicked him ever so slightly. Yeah, he kicked him ever so slightly in the foot, and he's gone down like he's been shot. Holding his shin, but he got kicked in the foot. Brilliant. Spain need a quality number 9. If they had Kane, they'd be unstoppable. Yeah. And if England had a good manager, they'd probably be unstoppable as well. Turkey will part the bus and Netherlands will win. Yeah, maybe. Will Netherlands be good enough to break that down? Maybe. I feel like it'll be a 1-0. I think it's going to be a bit of a naff game, to be honest. Montella doesn't exactly play the sexiest of football, does he? I think Holland will win. Gundogan's off. Dennis Raum is off. Füllkrug and Mittelstadt is on. So they're going Füllkrug up top. Havertz, I guess Havertz is dropping into the 10 role. Maybe it's what they're doing. I would have taken Havertz off and kept Gundogan on. How has Havertz stayed on? He's fluking it at the moment. And you see it at the semis. Well, let's see if England get through first. You never know, Rec. England and Holland could go out. Morata's gone down like he's been shot again. That's probably like the 4th time this afternoon. So time telling England need Anne. She's the best suited England job. Well, no, I think there's other managers that are just as good for the England job. But they also, England's FA like a yes man, and the yes man is Southgate. Southgate's just happy to be there. He's Vibes FC. Terrible. Almost running off Cruz here. Poor at the back from Germany. Cleared it this time. Yeah. Good luck to the Swiss. We'll need it. We'll need it. I'll bet a semi no matter what happens. You could be out completely from the semis. Just Musiala's having a stinker, isn't he? Just cannot get on the ball. I'm interested to see. I want to see people comparing. Well, you got Messi and Ronaldo. People comparing Messi and Ronaldo. They're both having awful tournaments. Haven't scored a goal. Both missed a penalty. And obviously, my guy Messi tried to Panenka it. Here we go. Good. This is a good opportunity here for Germany. Florian Wirtz. Kimmich ball in. Got to be better there. He's got to be the first man. God, I'll tell you what, Spain, as soon as there's someone breeze near them, it's like, right, first thing we need to do is hit the floor. Yeah, stay up, lads. Any Prem manager would do fine, honestly. Yeah. Honestly, I think so. Like, if you had Mittelstadt ball in, that's a decent ball in, that one. Even if you had, like, tell you what, Germany's starting to wake up at least a little bit. I think, don't foul, no foul. Good tackle. Crap ball in, but good tackle from Mittelstadt. I tell you, even if you had like Rob Edwards, who just went down with Luton, he would do a job. Go on, Wirtz. Corner ball, is that? Corner ball. But England have a chance. Oh, yeah. I mean, look, England have always been a situation that they relied on individual greatness. They rely on Kane, their Bellinghams, Saka's, Foden's, and what have you. Even Maguire winning a header, things like that. They rely on that individual brilliance. There's no style of play when you watch England's. Like when you watch Germany, you watch Spain. There's a style of play that you can see. It's very evident. But yeah, you can't you can't sit with England at all because there is none. Gone back out to him. That's awful from Burts. That is absolutely awful. Oh, let Southgate go to United. Well, they gave Ten Hag a lovely contract extension of 1 year. Steve Cooper did a better job. Yeah, he would. Yeah. The history of England. Yeah. Well, the thing is, history shouldn't be against us, but we've continuously always picked the wrong managers. You think England managers, they picked Sam Allardyce, Roy Hodgson, Gareth Southgate, Sven Goran Eriksson, who refused to have any real style of play, Capello, Steve McLaren. Like, they just continuously try to pick the wrong manager. None of those guys play nice football as well. Germany on the break here. France don't have a style of play, Andy. Well, France plays 3 CDMs. They play very negative football, France. You see what Mbappe was saying about, we have Pogba. Pogba used to, look up and he'd play me. He doesn't have that with Rabiot. He doesn't have that with Kante and Tchouaméni. Like, Kante and Tchouaméni be all right, but you then need someone in front of them that can actually pick a pass. They don't have that. Ferran Torres coming on here. He's coming for Yamal. He's coming on for Yamal. Yeah, Lamine Yamal's off. Obviously got the assist, but I thought he was quiet today. Thought he was quiet. Ferran Torres, his teammates coming on. If Southgate goes United, he would be sacked before Christmas. No. Well, Southgate's got a lot of supporters in United. He's got Ashworth and all those people. They all quite like him, so he'd be given all the time in the world to stink up the joint. I feel like a lot of federation associations have the same problem, like the USA, Korea, England, all have had terrible managers, and the association won't bother to change them. Ooh. Set pieces could be interesting with Fulkrug in there now. Just throwing us in there with the USA and Korea, eh? USA, it's one of those things. USA love to overhype their situation. They've called this a golden generation, by the way, and their star player is Christian Pulisic. At most, you may get through the group stages of a World Cup. At most. The team's not good enough. That team isn't good enough. Would you take Zidane a job? Yeah, I would. Yeah. Zidane's a great coach. And the key word there is coach. The thing is, if Southgate was surrounded by really, really solid coaches, then I could probably understand it. But he's not. Like, Steve Holland isn't. All those people aren't good coaches. Like, it's like if Ange was a good manager, but like, you had obviously last season Davies is in there and people like that, all being amazing coaches, you could get away with it. Germany playing Route 1 Brexit ball. Oh, that's a rubbish kick from Unai Simon. Oh. There's no width here for Germany. Verts on the ball, edge of the box. Musiala. Yeah, as soon as they see Musiala, they all dive in at the ball. As soon as they see him, they don't do it with anyone else, but Musiala, they absolutely poo their pants over. I don't know if that's a foul. Morata is an absolute little wimp, isn't he? I could sneeze near Morata and he'd hit the floor. Soft, very soft. I hate the USA Federation so much. Greg Berhalter is killing me. Marfin, dude. Like, I think Anthony Taylor making sure the game is all about him, of course. Good to see. English referees still being rubbish. I think patience is the virtue when it comes to this generation of the Americans, because yes, this generation has better players, but the players are still not good enough. You know, Weston McKennie failed in the Premier League. You know, Pulisic wasn't good in the Premier League. I'm trying to think of the other American players now. I don't really know many. Robinson, oh, he's all right, but you know, you had John Brooks for a little while, Tim Ream, you know. I mean, Landon was good, but you had no one else but Landon. Dempsey was obviously solid. Obviously, he was a Spurs player. Oh, attack here for Havertz. It's behind him, Havertz. That's multiple times today. Havertz balling behind every single time. Balls running in behind the striker, running in the other players. Havertz and Morata having a competition. Who can play the worst passes? It's tight one so far between the two of them. People keep talking about Southgate ball. I personally don't know what it is. There is no Southgate ball. There is no Southgate ball. Tyler Adams, yeah, again, was all right, but nothing special. That's what I mean. Like, none of their players are special. But I watch a lot of I watch a lot of American sport like debate shows, and they really over egg and overhype the American teams. I think they're so used to like American basketball Olympic teams being the all stars, being the greatest players, and then they think, oh well, the football team should be the same because our basketball team's so good, and it's like, no, no. I think you need to kind of have a look at Euro. I think you need to have a look at European football. You know, have a look at Brazil and have a look at these people that are in your own copper right now, and realizing, oh, good nick away there from Havertz. Musiala here. That's rubbish. That really is rubbish. Musiala's having an absolute. Musiala is dropping one of the worst performances so far I've seen this tournament. He's been stinking up the gaff. Yeah, awful. But yeah, they need to. I think they need to bring their expectations from up here, being like we can compete with everyone on the international stage, to bringing it down here, going if we get out of the group stages, that's actually an achievement. That's the way I think the USA fans should feel. You know, over egged, overhyped. Some good players, but they are at most good. Yeah, yellow for Cruz. Yeah, yellow for Cruz. I think Olmo's causing him a lot of issues with his movement at the moment. Break here for Williams. Well defended by Rudiger. And Joshua Kimmich. Mittelstadt here. Germany looking to break into Musiala and Wirtz. Look for Mittelstadt. Good ball. Oh, he's offside, I think, Fulkrug. Ondrish, good save. Calling for penalties, is it? Calling for a penalty there. I don't know if it is or not. I haven't seen it. Germany definitely, I think, with his height, is causing a slight bit of issue. Yeah, Fulkrug was offside anyway. Yeah, Hostelou, yeah, maybe. If you go to the United States and ask them about football, they're going to say it's a women's sport. Well, I don't know if they do or not, personally. I mean, I love American football. I'm a Patriots guy, right? I love American football. But they call the team that wins the Super Bowl the world champions. You're not world champions when you're the only country that has that in your league. You're the only country. The Canadian has their own thing, it's the CFL. It like whatever it's called nowadays. Like, yeah, it's they're not. They're living in cuckoo land. Roy Keane would tell you. I understand what you mean. With the Copa America when we lost to Panama, it was so disappointing. I mean, Jurgen Klinsmann did better with almost a full MLS team. Well, that's the thing. Like, there is talent in this team. You shouldn't lose to Panama. Even if you didn't get out of second gear, you shouldn't lose to Panama. There are players in that team that you have. Oh, bad pass there from Morata. Shock. Morata gives the ball away. Um, yeah, there's players in that have Champions League experience, Premier League experience, the Serie A. You know, they should be giving more, but they're failing. To lose to Panama is a failure. Germany's definitely getting more into this game here, by the way. Verts has been a lot more lively than Musiala and Sane probably put together. Rubbish ball in. Oh, Havertz. Good block there by Carvajal. Germany pinning him back here. That's rubbish from Jonathan Tah. Yeah, can't get out of Spain here. They can't get out. Germany all over him. I went to LA and that's what they said. Well, there you go. So I don't get why a team of players who play in Europe can't beat Panama. Poor coaching. And they probably overthink of themselves, you know what I mean? A little bit more arrogance to say, oh, definitely crosses in Spain are struggling with. But yeah, I think they overrate themselves. Canada's a better team than the United States. Well, technically, yes, because obviously they've gone through further, haven't they now? They've gone through further. Let me have a look at the copper fixtures, actually. So you got Canada plays at 2 a.m. UK time. Well, I guess tomorrow night you say, but yeah, tonight in theory. Oh, Havertz, you absolute rotter. 18 yards out and he just can't even put his foot on the ball. Giving the foul away. Mittelstadt giving the foul away. Anthony Taylor brandishing yellow cards like they're going out of fashion. And then you got Colombia, Panama, which is obviously tomorrow as well at 11. I mean, Panama have gone further than the US. That's an embarrassment. That's a real indictment on US soccer, which is not soccer, by the way. You're talking about a sport that was created in England. It's football. All right, get used to it and actually say it properly. It's football. Germany's strategy seems to be launch the ball into the box. Well, yeah, I think they're struggling with physicality, and I think they're struggling with a bit of height. Why is Ferran Torres taking the world's deepest breath like he's about to smash this into the top corner? Ooh, just cleared away. I mean, that's a foul. That's a booking. Easy booking. Ferran Torres tried to just tackle him to the ground like it was a rugby tackle. He was also going nowhere. I don't know why he did this. He is a moron. Chances of Switzerland to grab a win tomorrow. Well, I hope nothing. But if we're being legitimate, you'd have to sit there and say Switzerland are. I mean, they'll probably actually tell you what's the percentage chance England versus Switzerland. They reckon probability. This is Google probability. England win 43%, extra times 32%, and Switzerland's 25%. So 1 in 4 chance Switzerland win tomorrow. I think it's closer than that. I could see it going to extra time, though. I definitely could. Annie, would you take between Williams and Eze? Well, if it's just one thing is you have to take into cost, you have to take into everything like that. I'd say Eze because Eze is going to cost a lot less. And Eze's been proven he has a better output as well. I think we need to remember that. I haven't followed NFL for ages, but I was into the Detroit Lions in the 90s because of Barry Sanders and playing Madden on the Mega Drive. Fair play, mate. Fair play. The reason why I like the Patriots was Madden 2005. And I went play now, which is like an exhibition game. And the first team that was on my list was the Patriots. It was right there, and I was like, well, I'll be them. I don't know if they're any good or not. And yeah, I was always looking out for them, and yeah, that's how I like the Patriots, and it's been good to me ever since. We've won a few trophies at least. Um, yeah, the Lions are good now, mate. You should pay attention now. The Lions are good. Went to the NFC Conference Championship last season. They did blow a lead though. I won't lie to you. They did blow a lead. They shouldn't have blown it to the 49ers. But yeah, they're good at the moment. That's low. 25% is low. That's what I'm saying. I think that middle ground of extra time would be the one I'd go with. Vert's in here. Full Krug. Oh, he's at the post. Oh, he's at the Full Krug's at the post. Spain clearing it up the other end. Oh, that was a chance. Great play by Verts. Cuts it across. Looks like the defender might be. Yes, Nacho's pulling him down as he's going down to hit it, and as he's falling down, clips it off the post. That is unfortunate. Do you know what he needed to do? Was kind of scuff it a little bit. He probably got too good a connection on it. He probably needed to scuff it a little bit and just sort of let it bobble into the corner. Jesus, that shot was perfect. That's what I'm saying. He probably needed to make actually a worse connection with it. I tell you, Verts has been good since coming on. Nagelsmann should never have dropped him. He's causing Cucurella all sorts of issues. Not like Cucurella to be found out to be an average left back, though, is it? Chelsea just have mid at left back, don't they? Sold Matson, who's better than both Cucurella and Chilwell. Excuse me. But yeah, Germany certainly in the ascendancy here. Havertz down the right, gives it to Kimmich, cuts it back, edge of the box, Verts. Oh, he's tried to do too much. And Spain can't get out, although poor pass from Neuer straight out of play. Typical. Kaney stop playing DM where we need him up front. Yeah, Sofian, I'm going to disagree with you there, mate. His whole game is on getting on the ball, and England then ask him to play a more advanced role, and then complain, well, he's not getting touch of the game. But why are we not supplying him? But apparently he's the bad guy for it. So then when he drops in and then gets on the ball and starts making things happen, everyone then complains he should be playing further forward. You can't win with Harry Kane. You can't win. It's what happens when you're the world's best striker. You can't win. But Williams and Morata are going off here. I didn't see he was coming on for them. Morata is just average, isn't he? That brother, he has stolen money from clubs, but he's average. I don't rate him. He shouldn't be captain, by the way. He should not be captain. You've got, was it Mikel Merino and Oyarzabal? The Sociedad brothers are coming on. Trying to look up. It looks like they're going to try and shut up shop here. Is Spain going defensive? They are going defensive, fishing plants, mate. They are. Yeah, Marino's on. Oh, Thomas Muller's coming on. Here we go. Talk about if you need a goal and a guy that just pops up at a perfect time. Thomas Muller is that guy. Jonathan Dahr's gone off. They're going for it, Germany. They're going for it. And you're also talking about a guy who will press the life out of a team is Thomas Muller. Oh, he's done well there, Fabian. Looks like Andres has gone to centre half. Good defending by Kimmich. Awful clearance. Terrible pass. So we've probably got about another sort of 13, 15 minutes to go in this game. 1-0 still to Spain. But Germany are certainly growing into this game. And they're on the attack here, Germany. Down the wing with Havertz. Muller's not got that kind of pace, Havertz. You need that to be Florian Wirtz. Can't pass a ball, Spain here. Into Tony. Tony into Fulkrug. Into Musiala. Musiala here on the wing. Awful. Musiala might be the worst player on the pitch. Having a rotter. Chances of Spain to win the Euros are going 40%. Well, look, I don't think they're the best team in terms of on paper. You know, you think France have got a better team, Portugal a better team, England have got a better team. Holland could probably rival them, but in terms of play style, they are the best at the moment. Although they've not looked great today. Neither Germany or Spain have looked great today. I think the keeper's been booked for time wasting. Would England be better if they play with a second striker? No. No. You're better when Kane can play a ball in behind. That's when you're better. Bayern are great when they do it. It was great when Tottenham did it. This is no different. Oh, bad kick out. Havertz tries to lob the keeper. Lobs it over. Terrible. Terrible. Tony's class. Oh, Tony was great when he came on. Even for the first goal, Tony was a guy that you could tell the team, the defenders all sort of looking at Tony and kind of going, well, he's the unit. We need to mark him. They're going to throw it to him. And they didn't throw it to him. They threw it to Mark Guay, who was just sort of left alone, flick on, and then obviously Bellingham gets the bicycle in. But yeah. Yeah. 83rd minute. Germany really need to go, yeah. They really need to go. Going long. Germany are going long. Crazy. Oh, that's awful from Fulkrug. Done well there. That's not a foul for me. That looks soft. That looks like Rodri is playing for it. Havertz needs to get off. Yeah, Havertz has been wasteful. He's been wasteful. Havertz miss. Oh, yeah. We'll just talk about that. Spain are being cautious tonight. Well, they looked expansive at the start, and then they go through 5-10 minute spells looking expansive, and then they looked really negative, to be honest. Chance here, though. That wasn't the right play. Shooting from 25 yards there, Fabian, was not the right play. Move it on one more. Who is going to replace Guay, or we're going back three? Well, look, Sophia, mate, I really don't know what they're going to do. Well, and I'm glad, by the way, that we don't know what they're going to do. Gone are the days where we need to tell the media, oh, yeah, so-and-so is going to start. Don't need to say that. We do not need to say that. Do not help the opposition team by telling them who's going to be playing. But if they're going back three, supposedly it will be Walker, Stones, and Konsa. So plenty of athleticness at the back. And then obviously they'll probably put Saka as the left mid. They'll put... There's a foul for Germany there. That's a smart foul. Soft, but smart. They'll probably put Saka on the left. They'll put... You'd say they'd probably put Trent on the right. Rice and Manu in the midfield. And then Foden, Bellingham, and Kane. That's probably what they'll go for if they did play a back three. Because Shaw still isn't fit, and it's been a waste. I mean, if we go out tomorrow and Shaw's not played a minute of the Euros, that was a wasted pick, and he should be sacked for that reason alone. Partnership with Gomez and Stones. I like Konsa. There we go. Good opportunity here for Germany. Free kick. Probably about 30 yards out. You'd expect this to be dinked at the back post for someone to get their head on it. Anti Taylor is an awful referee. Awful. Um, Here we go. Take 2 of the free kick. Dinks it in. Havertz towards the back post. Good save. I think they've given it as a free kick. Yeah, it is a foul. He's pushed him in the back. What do you think England should do with Foden? I know everyone's saying this, but I believe you do better than a minute. When he plays for Man City, he is a right winger / centre attacking mid. So what have England done? They've taken the Premier League's best player last season and put him on the left wing, which is not his position. Make that one make some sense, huh? Yeah, he should be playing in the centre, or he should be playing out on the right. Good tackle there. Good, great outlet pass to Havertz. Down the right, Havertz here. It's a decent ball, but no one was really up with the play to do that. Füllkrug's caused some issues here. He really has. Corner ball here for Tony Cruz to be taken. Would you play a 4-4-2? No, I wouldn't. I don't want to see Lewis Dunk anywhere near this 11. I don't think he will play tomorrow. He's good enough to play out from the back, but I don't think he'll be playing tomorrow. Back heel here. You can tell it was something off the training ground, but no, it gets cleared away, that corner. And they haven't played Palmer. I can't believe it. Well, the sporadic minutes they have given him, I can't believe it. But yeah. Yeah, bonkers, really. Foden is never going to play in the 10th for England. He got his chance against Arsenal and did nothing. And yeah, in that one game, if he gets punished for that, it's a joke. Musiala here. No, they've cleared it away. Cleared it away. Musiala clears it away. And Neuer for the throw-in. Throws it back into play. They've got to go here. It's the 88th minute. They've got to go here. Toni Kroos. Out to the wing. Looking for a pass here. Back to Rudiger. Yeah. Bonkers, really, on this front. Rudiger. Clips it in. Wirtz. Toni Kroos. Mittelstadt out on the left. Whips it. Wins it. Goal! Florian Wirtz. Florian Wirtz. 1-1. We have a 1-1. We have extra time. We have extra time at the moment on our cards. Germany, I don't think Spain have done enough to win this game. I really don't. I think this 1-1 is a more than fair result. The issue is Spain have taken off all their really, really good players. You know, they've taken off Nico Williams. They've taken off Lamine Yamal. I mean, they improved because they took off Morata, but, you know, they took off, in theory, their starting striker. You've now got a situation with Germany. Germany put all their best players, well, not all their best players, but they put on a lot of attackers here. You still got Füllkrug, Havertz, Wirtz, Musiala. Muller's on as well. It is onside. This is not going to be chalked off. It's a great header back. Who's that header back from? Is that Muller? It's Joshua Kimmich. Joshua Kimmich. Oh my word! What a header back. Yeah, 1-1. This is great. This goes extra times now. Extra times, not extra time. Extra times apparently. Wow, goal, Wirtz, great header. Penalties? Question mark. Nah, extra time. I don't know why Spain sat back. I think they got comfortable in the fact they thought they could hold out for the 1-0 win. But what a goal. Absolutely what a goal. I mean, the fact that Joshua Kimmich was the guy. You've got Füllkrug, Havertz, Muller, all these people up in the attack. And Joshua Kimmich is the one that won the header for Florian Wirtz to knock it in. 1-1, game on. Havertz down the right. Gives the ball away. Shock. Spain need to get a foothold on the ball. Even if this goes extra time, Spain just need, for the next few minutes, to be pretty easy for them. Misplacing passes at the moment. Ferran Torres looks like the guy who might cause issues. And that's a goal kick. I say that. Literally, as I say that, he kicks out for a goal kick. What a funny old game football is, eh? Funny old game. The games are never over. We've seen it in the Premier League this season. We saw it with England in the last round. These games are never over. And that is when quality like Florian Wirtz, that's what comes through. And Musiala is so happy. He's celebrating like crazy because he's been bailed out because Musiala has not been good today. He hasn't. They give a lot of stick to Bellingham if he's not been good, but Musiala has been one of Germany's worst players. But Wirtz is the man. It could be Wirtz. Awful. Spain on the attack here, though. Need to be careful here, Germany, as much as they are in the ascendancy. And they're away. And Germany get it away. There we go. This is two juggernauts going at it, and they've cancelled each other out. I still can't get over Robert Andrisch's hair. It's awful. That Barnet is something else. Well, it looks like we won't be going over to the Inside Spurs page for 7:00. That's for damn sure. We'll be going over there probably after that for a short while before the next game. My first watch along and it goes to extra time. What a surprise, eh? I couldn't have planned it better myself. Crazy. So what do we reckon now? Going into extra time potentially here with a minute left of normal time on. Do we reckon Spain can get back in here, or do you think Germany are in the ascendancy and Germany might nip it before the end of extra time? What do we reckon? I think Germany might. I think Germany could get them. It's penalties or Germany for me. I don't see Spain getting back into this. Schlotterbeck's been booked on the bench, right? Good win there by Füllkrug. Muller down the left. Oh, just wouldn't sit for Füllkrug. Just wouldn't sit for him. Ball in for Kimmich. He must be offside, Muller. Extra time. Yeah, it'll be extra time. But who do we reckon in extra time? Yeah, Muller was offside. Germany win, I think, Sonia says. Well, quick little poll. Germany or Spain? Who wins? Who wins? 20 goals and 20 assists this season for Florian Wirtz. He's all right, isn't he? He's not too bad, Florian Wirtz. It could be Wirtz, is the joke that I could have gone with there. Well, that is the half. That's full time. In theory, it's full time. Bonkers old game, this. This is a bonkers old game. I think it reminds me a little bit of Real Madrid's Bayern Munich a little bit, where Bayern had the lead, 85th minute, thought we can shut up shop here, we can outlast them, brought on the defenders. Obviously, Real Madrid going and get the result they need, but taking off Nico Williams, taking off Lamine Yamal, there's got to be a concern. There really has now for if you're a Spanish person, because you must be thinking, I don't think we can survive this. This is going to be an onslaught for another, 30 minutes, whatever it is. I think, yeah. Yeah, let's wait and see. But I think Spain maybe have gone a little bit too soon, personally, in my head. Uh, my heart says Germany win. My head says Spain. Wow, DS reckons Spain's going to get him. Germany attackers overwhelm Spain defenders. Yeah, I think yeah, you could definitely see it. You could definitely see it with the amount of onslaught they're going to give. I don't think Spain can hold up. Who else have they got on the bench that they can bring on? Hang on, let's have a look. Hosselu they could bring on, but I don't think it's going to change much. Fermin Lopez or Yotze Perez will be the only ones they can bring on that might change something, unless they take off like a Mark Cucurella or something and bring on a Alex Grimaldo maybe. But Ayazabal's already on, Olmo's on, Torres is on. There's not a lot else for Germany here. Do Germany have a situation in their hands where they go, actually, we took off a centre half. We've got Muller off the bench. You've got Füllkrug off the bench. Wirtz, Mittelstadt, Robert Andrich, who's been booked. Is there a situation where they kind of go, actually, we might bring on another centre back to give us that assurances again? Does Schlotterbeck come on? Does Heinrich come on? Funny old game. Funny old game this is. But yeah, looking forward to that second, the extra time. That's going to be bonkers. What do we reckon? We reckon Germany. The poll reckons Germany. Interesting. They're interesting. Versus Barnet is interesting. Callum, have you not seen Andrich? Andrich, or how he says his last name? The mohawk, but it's like pinky purple. I think that's much worse, bud. I think it's much worse. Oh, I'm hungry. I haven't eaten in ages. Tell you one thing, right? For the people watching this, if you want a diet hack, you want to lose a little bit of weight, and when you lose a little bit of weight, sometimes you get that little sweet tooth kick in. You go, oh, I mind something sweet. Normally, sweet is unhealthy, it's full of calories. A diet fizzy drink will do it for you. If you think about a Pepsi Max, right? For the whole bottle, in this bottle alone, there is 5 calories. 5 calories. All right. So every now and then a glass of that does not hurt. But there you go. There's a little diet hack for you. It's no summer fruit squash. I will tell you that though. Summer fruit squash is still clear, but sometimes you need a little bit of fizz in your life. But the Spanish looking nervous. I think we're about to kick off for the extra time here. Here we go. Extra time. I say that I've talked about summer fruit squash. I've talked about Pepsi Max, and now I've gone back to water. It's bonkers, isn't it? Here we go, though. Extra time kicking off. Here we go. Tony Cruz. Is that Tony Cruz? Or was that Mittelstadt? It's Mittelstadt, I think. But I tell you what, Germany just look the fresher team as well, don't they? Great play here by Olmo. Decent delivery. I talk about summer fruit squash like I'm sponsored. It's Marfin. I am trying to get that sponsorship. As the subscriber count would go up, the sponsorship should come. I'm waiting for it. I will sign that contract. As Vicario said, I'd sign that contract in blood. I'd sign mine in summer fruit squash. Ooh. Spain on the attack here. Clears by Rudiger. Musiala on the ball. Here we go. Breaking away time with Niklas Füllkrug into Florian Wirtz. That's not the ball, I don't think. But corner ball, corner ball. Um, this is the key thing about this game now because Germany have so many attackers on the pitch. Will the balance be right still? And same with Spain. What's the score? I remember it being 1-0. It's still 1-0. I said it would be 1-0, didn't I? I said it'd be 1-0. I did say that. I would say at the start of this stream, I said I think it'll be 1-0. Sometimes my knowledge knows no bounds. Danny Carvajal, time wasting, hitting the floor. What a surprise. Oh, Anton's on. I didn't see that. I did not see who Anton came on for. Let's have a. I did not see who he came on for, Anton. Oh, Havertz. He came on for Havertz. That makes sense. That does make sense. That's an awful ball in. It's gone right through, though. Good Lord. You went 2-1 Germany. We're doing all right here so far, Josh. You're 66.6% here there. Pepsi is not for me. Diet lemonade. Well, that's the thing. As long as it's got the sugar intake is low and the calorie intake's low, you're all good. Do you have good news for the next stream? Marvin, we may not even get a chance to do another stream on Inside Spurs tonight because of this game running on. We might be here for a while yet. And I still need to have some dinner or tea or whatever, or supper, whatever you want to call it. But we'll see. There is some news. It may just be a little quick 10, 15 minute if I did do one. Appreciate the Watchalong good company, Callum, mate. I always appreciate your company, mate. Always appreciate it. You know me. Technically, Callum, you're an OG of 2 channels now. Can you believe that? Eh? 2 channels in, Callum is 2 for 2. Proper OG. Marvin, Sonia, Joshua, DS. Some OGs of this channel. They may not be OGs of the other channel, but there's OGs of this channel at least. Oh, Olmo plays the ball in. Ooh, unlucky. Spain already looked better in extra time than they did for the last sort of 10 minutes. And if you get famous, could I get a shout out? Well, Marvin, the day that you want a shout out, you'd have to ask for it because I'm not just going to randomly give you one. You have to ask for it to remind me. But yes, you would obviously get one, Marvin, mate. I promise. Be it on this channel or the main channel, you can get a shout out, mate. I promise. You all can. Germany sort of lost the momentum here. Spain have sort of just wrestled it just ever so slightly off of him. That's not a foul. That's not a foul. Rodri's gone down too easy. Ooh. How does Mark Goldbridge do like 5 or 6 of these a week? I just don't get. He's built different, isn't he? He is built different. Switch out here to Cucurella. Yeah, Spain definitely. Spain have got the momentum here. Out wide here to, is it Ferran Torres here? Furtz has not gone with his man here. Rudiger clears. Can't get out here. Germany can't get out here. Olmo out here. Good attacking position here. Block. You've been blocked. Uh, also, G's getting limited edition inside Spurs shirt if Annie get famous. I don't know if I'll do one of those, but we'll do something. We'll get something sorted. We'll get something sorted. We'll do that. How about that? I'll have to have a think. I don't know what it will be. Maybe it'll be limited edition summer fruit squash bottle. You can all have one. If you drink it, you drink it. That's on you. You don't get another one, but you can have one. That'd be class. All these people doing like hoodies and like alcoholic drinks and things like that. Mine's just summer fruit squash. That'd be great. How good would that be? That'd be so good. Play on giving for the first time ages. Good on you. Um, yeah, get a little summer. Oh, here we go. Quick fire and taken. Verts is in behind here. Fulkrug wasn't gambling. Wasn't gambling. Oh, I think Tony's hurt himself. Germany need Tony Cruz to be healthy here. They need him to be all right. So yeah, Tony didn't foul him, but he's kicked. I think he kicked his feet out, and I think Tony might be dealing with a little bit of cramp. Says Fabian Ruiz. Inside Spurs summer fruit squash. Oh, that'd be what a collab that would be. What a collab that would be. Robinsons would love me. To be fair, it'd be wicked having your own flavour. That it would be. But then I'm so in love with summer fruit squash flavour. Can we come up with a good enough flavour that can rival that? That's my only worry. Maybe I wouldn't do myself any justice if we didn't, you know? Tough. That'd be tough. But yeah, how cool would that be? A little summer fruit squash. You can get a little bottle, you know. I can have it on my wall. Gonna get something up there. Summer fruit squash bottle. This extra time looks like there's two very, very cagey teams out there at the moment. Germany that were gun ho in the second half, no longer the Germany that you see here. I mean, even Neuer's kicking it long. Verts, oh, yeah, Muller just hasn't got those legs. Yeah, I don't know what you guys think about this extra time so far. It's not been good. It's been cagey. I mean, Spain are pressing high. It's handball. He's been given a. Well, I mean, he's punched it. I don't know. Yes, and he will become the ambassador for Sunfruit Squash and sponsor the Spurs training shirt. I don't think, mate, I'm going to be earning that kind of money to sponsor the Spurs training shirt. It would cost millions. What was the MGM deal's like 10 million or something? I'm not going to be ever having that kind of money. Oh, good play here by Germany. Great play by Musiala. Rubbish ball in, though. No, Ondrich, you don't hit the ball there. You don't hit the ball there. This goes to pens. It does look like it might be on course to go to pens. Should that be a yellow? It's difficult to see, but I mean, his hand is very much like up here. It's not a good place for your hand to be, but I don't know if it. Yeah, I don't know. Summer fruit is the flavour, mate. The brand is, you get the Robinsons, you got Sainsbury's, you got a few different people. They could do it, but I don't know if they would. Who's this? Fabian Ruiz. Looks like Fabian Ruiz might be done here. He's played well, Fabian Ruiz. He's played well. He's put in some hard yards. Who's coming on? I'm just waiting to see who's coming on, to be honest. Hosselu. Oh, interesting. So does Olmo go more centrally, or I guess you've got Marino and Rodri, so you can still, yeah, that's fine. Hosselu gives him a little bit more up front than at least, gives him a presence up front. Failed Stoke striker. Thoughts on Neuer this game? Obviously, the goal that was conceded wasn't his fault. His distribution's been decent. He's made some all right saves. Yeah, I think Neuer's been all right. Yeah. I think he's been all right. It's very peculiar that Spain going down very easily and getting all the fouls. Germany do the same thing and don't get anything. It makes you wonder. Almost switching it. It's a bad switch. It's a bad switch. Carvajal to Oyarzabal to Marino. This is a good play by Spain. And a shot. Ooh. Unlucky. Will just say get a chance in the future. Well, let's have a look. Manuel Neuer age. Manuel Neuer is 38. Crikey. Doesn't feel like he is. Marc-Andre ter Stegen is 32. He would be, yeah. He would get a chance. I don't see. I mean, Neuer may do a World Cup depending on how things go, but I don't know. I think this might be his last tournament. Played by Germany here. Getting on the ball again. Honestly, Thomas Muller pops up in some random old positions, but I mean, like, this is what makes Thomas Muller so excellent. Like, yes, the he's not as quick as he used to be, but he still gets into some wicked old positions. Rudiger's going on a bit of a gallop. He's done well there, Rudiger. Are you going to do a Portugal-France watch-along? I won't be, no, mate. I won't be. We may end up doing an Inside Spurs video for 15 minutes. But to be honest, it will be more of a I need to go and eat and recharge. It says, yeah, it's 2 hours, 15 minutes of this thing so far. I feel like we lose his sharpness in the last few years. Do you mean if Germany Wirtz? Oh, just flashed past the post. Oh, I mean, hazard a guess. Had that been on his right foot, would this be in? This is great play by Thomas Muller again. See what I'm saying? Muller pops up positions that maybe you don't expect him to, but always does something. Oh, so unfortunate. That's unfortunate from Wirtz. I've seen Wirtz misses. Terrible again. Yeah, what a chance from Wirtz. That really was a really good chance. Extra time, first half of extra time. Looks like it's coming to an end, though. Few seconds left to play. Rudiger hoofing it high. Ref looks like he's blown it up there. Yeah. Half time of extra time. So 15 more minutes left to play. If it finishes like this, obviously go to penalties. When we let's talk about the teams where they are right now. Let's talk about penalties and who do we reckon would take penalties. Let's start with Germany. You'd think Niklas Füllkrug would take one. You'd think Thomas Muller would take one. Tony Cruz, I could see taking one. Musiala, maybe Joshua Kimmich. Maybe that would be where I'd go. Obviously, they'd probably look to bring on like a Dennis Undav or maybe a Chris Furyk or something, just so they can have someone else. I mean, maybe, but oh no, hang on, they made 1, 2, 3, 4. They've made 6 subs. Spain have made their 6 subs. So what you see is what you see now. For Spain, maybe a Carvajal, but you would probably sit there and say Marino, Hosselu, Olmo, Torres, and a Yazabal. That's the way I'd probably go about it. You think Germany win on pens? Uh, Germany are confident and are getting a good amount of chances. I can see them winning the second. Well, look, that Verts chance might be it. That might be it. I think. I don't know. Yeah, that might be the one chance that they get. Might get the one chance that they get. But here we go. Start of the second half. Bonkers. Bonkers. What a game this has been. What a game this has been. These are two teams that have gone for it at least. Like even like it's 1-1, maybe the chances haven't been the best of chances. These two teams went for it at least somewhat. Makes me feel jealous that I'm an England fan though. Oh, Musiala's done well there. Muller ball in. Füllkrug hits it. Musiala. They're calling for a penalty here. They're calling for a penalty. I mean, VAR will have a look at this, but Germany looked very convinced this is a penalty. Ooh, that arm is not next to his side. That arm is, it's about there. Ooh. Ooh. Have they not given it? No penalty. Ooh. Musiala here. Germany really putting the pressure on here. And more poor. That's poor from Musiala. Or will Rodri come in clutch? Rodri, I think Spain as a whole is struggling just to get on the ball at the moment. They're struggling to play out from the back. That felt like, oh, I don't know, that penalty. You know what's one of those? If happening against England and we needed that goal, I'd be annoyed. But you know, his hand is in a bit of an unnatural position as well. Oh yeah. But referee, they back the referee. Back the referee, I guess, is the only thing you can say about that. Spain getting in here a little bit at least. Marino. clearance by Rudiger, really. That could have gone absolutely anywhere. Corner ball. Corner ball. About 12 minutes left of this game. Torres to deliver. He's sent it over. And Germany breakaway. Good attack here. Wirtz and Musiala 2-on-2. Oh, terrible shot. Terrible shot. Good chance. Wasted. Wirtz has been very good. Very, very good. He really has been Germany's best player. Awful from Füllkrug. No pen. Yeah. Wirtz should have passed. Potentially. I mean, don't get me wrong. He set up Füllkrug. So, but like, yeah, difficult one. Difficult one. He's been so good today, Wirtz. So I get why I wanted to maybe see if he can get something more out of it. But yeah, tough one. Tough one. I'm just going to have a quick look at the Portugal team and the French team because I'm so focused on this, I've completely forgot there's another game. Let's have a look anyway. Nothing's going on in the game at the moment. So Costa in goal, Cancelo, Diaz, Pepe, Mendes, Vitinha, Paulinho, Silva, Fernandez, Leao, and Ronaldo. So that's unchanged. Mike Maignan, Hernandez, Saliba, Upamecano, Kuende, Kante, Camavinga, Tchouameni, Griezmann, Mbappe, and Kolo Muani. Well, that is different. So he keeps changing the attack, but just does not change the midfield. I don't really get that. Muller. Not the greatest of balls. Yes, Joshua Kimmich. Good little 50-50 that. Cucurella's gone down like he's been shot. And Kimmich has walked off like he's barely even... I mean, not even the Spanish players care. The Spanish players do not even care. It's just Cucurella rolling around like an absolute idiot. Absolute moron. That was a penalty, you reckon? It was... I said if it hadn't again got seen... I mean, it's a 50-50. Kimmich just wanted it more and won. And Cucurella needs to man up. If Portugal get out, we could get Neto. Let's not go there yet. All right. And Taylor should not be a referee upcoming. Anthony Taylor's not a good referee. But 10 minutes to go. 10 minutes or 9 minutes to go, even. It's a bad touch from Füllkrug. Good take on there by Dani Olmo. Cruz needs to get over it. Musiala, good energy. Well played. Füllkrug. Here we go. Oh, unlucky. Oh, it's Muller anyway. I tell you what, Rudiger's been good, hasn't he? It's been immense, Rudiger. And yeah, Florian Wirtz, what a player. What a player Florian Wirtz is, honestly. He's offside anyway, lads. You have a bad taste in your mouth. You need some summer fruit squash, mate. That'll sort you out. But yeah, the French team confuses me. Here we go. Spain on the attack. Nah, rubbish. Spain, France's team confuses me. I get that Rabiot can't play. Then this is a perfect opportunity to kind of go. Well, can we slot Griezmann into a 10? Slot Griezmann into a 10, then you do play Ousmane Dembele, or you play a Bradley Barcola, or even a Marcus Thuram. I know Marcus Thuram's not for everyone, but even that. But yeah, I don't see France scoring many goals. I think Portugal might win here, lads. I think Portugal might win. I'm going to go 2-1 Portugal. That's my guess. I think Portugal win 2-1. I think it'll go 2-0. I think Portugal will go 1-0, sorry. It'll go 1-0, and then they'll get one late on. I think they really are trying to get Cruz nursed all the way through to the final. You could of the full time, sorry, you could tell. There's a case that he might have been offside, but yeah, that penalty shout was a bit dodge. Yeah, I think this could be a bit of a. I mean, let's have a look. So Leao would be running out of Teo Hernandez. No, he wouldn't. He'd be running out of Jules Koundé. I think Silva might give Hernandez some issues because he's not pace. He doesn't need pace. He can trick. He can use that trickery. I think. I think Fernandez might score today. Fernandez and Leao. I think. I want Ronaldo to score because I think it'd be limbs for how it's all turned around. But I think them two. And then I think maybe like Cullum Moani or Griezmann will score for France. That's probably what I'll go with there. But yeah, 2-1 Portugal's my guess, lads and ladies, if Sonia's still here. How will France score? They've not scored from open play yet. Well, that's what I mean. They might not score from open play. Maybe it's a penalty. Danny Olmo's looked good today. He's looked good. Good defending. Cruz is really struggling, you can tell. His movement is near non-existent at the moment. Which I don't blame him for, by the way. It's extra time. I'd be down. I'd be absolutely out of count by now. Neuer clears it. 5 minutes to go. I watched the highlights of the French under-23 team earlier. So strong. Doué balling out, and I like Manu Kone as well. Yeah, Doué looked decent. Doué did look decent. Obviously, Spurs are hot on that trail, but yeah, it looks decent. And was that a big mistake of Taylor? Well, look, if I was an England fan and that was England claiming for that penalty, I'd be upset. But if England were on the receiving end, or in terms of they were the one to maybe commit the foul, I'd be a bit like, oh, Nacho's gone down like he's been shot. What a weirdo. He's absolutely fine. There's nothing wrong with him. Don't know why he's going down, holding his back. There's nothing wrong with him. 4 minutes left. 4 minutes left. I don't care about looking at these fans. Just show me the game. Mittelstadt. Ondrich. Kimmich. Whoa, good save, but looks by looks of things. Full Krug. You'd have to say good defending by Nacho, really, there. Put his body there, gave him all kinds of issues. But yeah, good save by Unai Simon. Kicking it straight out is not going to help you, though, is it, lads? Is Nacho really struggling? Look, nothing in this. So is he really struggling, or is he just milking this? Or is it me? Yeah, great save. Why do you feel bad for Germany, Rec? This is tournament football. This is what happens. England have been screwed when we've been playing better than teams. We were better than France and we got knocked out by them. It happens. You think Nacho's faking? It wouldn't surprise me, mate. It's the Real Madrid in him. The Real Madrid in him, mate. I still remember Eric Dyer absolutely crunching Sergio Ramos and somehow get a foul being given on him for it. Great tackle. Two minutes left. That Lampard goal against Germany. Well, yeah, that was daylight robbery. Daylight robbery. It was an absolute disgrace. But what can you do? You know, Anton kicks it straight out. Sums up the last few minutes. Oh, good Lord. Oh, I'm ready for bed. Minute and a half. Minute and a half. Spain win it high up here. Good tackle from Mittelstadt. Carval switches it. Cucurella. Delivery. No way. 2-1 Spain. No way. Looks like it was Mikel Merino, last minute winner. Oh, that's outrageous. Wow. Wow. Yeah, Spain have done it. Spain have done it. I have to say, Spain have looked good for a few minutes here and there, but I don't think they've been all that good. I genuinely think with Spain and Portugal, if they play up to the ability that they can play, they beat this team. I genuinely do. But what a header that is. Great ball by Dani Olmo. Whips it in. It's perfect. The ball is perfect. The header is somewhat perfect. Just over Rudiger's head. Hate to see it. You hate to see it. Have I eaten yet? I haven't, mate. I haven't eaten for a good 6 hours now. No, 5 hours, sorry. So I'm starving. And Dani Olmo assists, yeah. Great ball in. Honestly, great ball in, great header. Anti has blood in his hands. Yeah, you'd be annoyed if you were Germany about that penalty shout. But it's Spain for you. Spain get given a lot of decisions. They get given a lot of decisions. It's Spain. You know, Real Madrid, Barcelona, they get given a lot of decision by referees. Gutting. That is gutting. Almost class. Almost class. Honestly, the header's fantastic. It really is. Like, kudos on that front. But you know, it was also down to Germany not being able to clear their lines. You know, they didn't clear their lines, and what happens? You've got to go for it here, Germany. You've got a minute and a half left. You've got to go for this. Long balls. Oh. Oh. No, it's rubbish from Muller. Oh, this is it. This is it. Oh my god, Ferran Torres is actually shocking, isn't he? Make the keeper save it. At least get the corner. You know what I mean? That's all. He tried to dink the keeper. What a moron Ferran Torres is. This ball might have to go in here, lads. This ball may have to go in. Touch, Olmo. I think this is game. I think this is game. Rodri's got no legs, you can tell. Go give it to Muller. Give it to Muller. There we go. Out your feet or cut back. Oh! Oh my word. That ball in. Oh, full Krug. Oh, you got to do better there. All I'm going to say is if England play Spain, put Ivan Toney up front. They can't handle the high ball. Put them up front. I think Spain have dodged a bullet here tonight. I think they've dodged a bullet here tonight. So close. Who is better, Werner or Torres? Oh, Timo Werner's the Spurs player, so I'll just take Timo Werner. Ante Taylor has had a shocking referee performance, by the way. Every foul possible for Spain he's given, and he's never given Germany a lick of fouls. Spain, every 30 seconds, hitting the floor, blow the whistle for a foul. Germany getting nothing. Shocking refereeing performance. Absolutely shocking. They dodged a big bullet. They did. They did. This shows that Spain have weaknesses. This shows that Spain can be had. This is what I would say. Like France or Portugal shouldn't look at this game and go, God, we've got to deal with Spain. I think France and Portugal should be looking at it going, yeah, I think we could have them here. As this is last chance saloon for Germany. That's a sending off for Carvajal. That's a sending off. Yep. Carvajal's gone. Cynical. Second yellow. Red card. He misses the next game. Be it France or Portugal, he is done. Because it was very poor defending from him. Pedro Porro wouldn't get caught there. Pedro Porro would have defended that properly. He's forearmed him in the face. Should be a straight red, nearly. Just get off the pitch, mate. Stop being an absolute moron. Yeah, you can tell Danny Carvajal's that guy that nobody likes in football. He's just a bit of a dick bag, isn't he? And the fact that he's not just walked straight off the pitch, he's decided to walk all the way to the halfway line and then come off. It's great gamesmanship, but he's just a moron. Cruz with a free kick. This is it. Last chance saloon. It's a good ball. Great take from Unai Simon. That's an unbelievable take. And that is full time. Spain win 2-1. Obviously, next game kicks off in 20 minutes. This is well, I think if you're Germany, you're very upset with that situation. Referee has been against you all game. What a surprise. English referees letting the England side, the English referees letting England down with poor refereeing. Very, very hard luck for Germany. I don't think they deserve to lose. I think that should have gone to penalties. But do you know what? Those things happen. That's tournament football for you. If you've got to say, you'll be happy for Spain. If you're a Spanish supporter, you'd sit there relieved. I don't think you're happy. I think you're more relieved you got through. But all I'm going to say is if you're France and Portugal, you're looking at that French-Spanish team and going, they're human. We can have them. And I think you need to be looking at it going, we will have them as well. So, tough one there. Would you play Kane in 10? No, I wouldn't do that. Wouldn't do that. But I would put Bellingham at Rice, but I wouldn't do Kane at the 10. I'd put Foden at the 10. Let's go Portugal. Well, there we go. Yeah, Portugal up in 20 minutes' time. Thank you all so much for joining me for this lovely stream. First of very many on this channel. Thank you all so much for joining me. I will. I probably won't do an Inside Spurs channel video this evening. I will do one tomorrow though, and we'll talk transfers in that one. Thank you all so much for joining me. I'll see you all very, very soon on the Andy Levy channel. Thank you very much for joining me. Take care, everyone. See you later.